Hello my friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tiffany and in today's Sunday reset, we are going to be doing just some overall stuff that I've kind of just let go. Oh, it seems to be like the theme of cleaning this week. I finally tackled my pantry, which is wide open as usual. But my bedroom is a hot mess. I really need to scrub my bathroom. The powder room needs scrubbed really badly, and the board and batten in there needs to be dusted. I know that sounds crazy, but I have black paint on the wall trim in there, and it just gets really, really dusty, so I need to take care of that. I also need to clean out my washing machine, where you put the soaps in has gotten really gross, and so I need to clean that. So we're gonna do that today. You can probably hear my dryer going, the air fryer is going, Griffin's making himself some lunch. Danny just went to go drop off Ronan at a friend's house, and he had to run to Price Chopper because Griffin has asked to make dessert. So we are going to make a dessert, and he chose this s'mores thing, so we're gonna try to get that done. We're having dinner with family tomorrow, so we're gonna try to get that done today so that we have it for tomorrow. But I figured I would just kind of take you along for the day. I just sat down and mapped out meals for next week and dinners, and I'm gonna go ahead and order our groceries. And I wanted to show you guys my new top. I don't know if you can see it from there, but I got this cute top from Chic Soul, and my jeans are just like normal, I don't know, capris from TJ Maxx. But you guys ask me all the time for where I get my clothes. I do not consider myself like a fashionista in any sense of the way. I probably just aged myself. I am 40 and I am a plus size lady, and in my mind, I'm just a normal, 40-year-old mom with 5 kids. But you guys ask me all the time about my clothes. And so I figured if I feel cute, I'll share it with you. If I feel frumpy, I probably won't say anything. Just being 100% honest. But I just got this top in, it literally came in the mail yesterday. And it's like a muslin material, and I love the super cute peplum. And I loved it so much that I literally went onto their website and bought it in another color. And I went down a size. So that is something that I did want to address probably in a future video, but I've been getting a lot of compliments about my weight as well. So thank you everybody who has said, something. I don't really think of weight as a thing. I don't talk about it a lot, but I have been on a health journey. I've talked to you guys about this. Since my physical in February, my doctor was just like, hey, let's try to get stuff under control. And I was like, yeah, let's do that, because I don't know what's happening to my body. And so, I had surgery back in May. We talked about that, and that has tremendously helped. And I needed to have a hysterectomy. And I've also started on Zepbound. I started on Zepbound in February. I'm taking it very, very slowly. I cut out soda from my diet, except for Polar. I do love cranberry lime Polar, which is like a seltzer. Oh, so good. But I cut out soda, and that's pretty much it. And I take Zepbound. That's a GLP-1 and a GLP-2 medication, and it does help with hunger, food noise. It helps with helping you feel full, that kind of thing. I didn't really think I was going to give a whole update in this video, but I mean, here we are. But for me, the biggest thing that I have noticed with it is I'm not constantly feeling hungry or craving food. So on any diet that I've ever done, I did keto last year, I've done keto before, and anytime I've ever done a diet like that, I'm constantly craving sweets or just more food. I always have cravings. And I will say, since taking Zepbound, that is definitely one of the things that it helps the most with, and that is food cravings. I've never been an overeater. I've never, that's not who I am. I don't overeat. I don't make terrible bad choices. I was definitely drinking more calories than I needed to, so that is gone. But yeah, so it helps me with it I just don't want to go down this whole road of like, if you're interested in learning more about a GLP-1 medication or trizepatide, which is what I take, you can look into it online. But before you come for me with any hate mail or any hate comments, I will delete them. I 100% support the use of medication for weight loss. Obesity is a disease. It's no different than taking heart medication or the fact that I wear contacts or the fact that I use an inhaler when my asthma is acting up. It is a weight loss medication to help combat obesity, type 1 diabetes, PCOS, all the other things that come along with those types of insulin resistance, which is one of my biggest issues. The wash is done, but I am not pre-diabetic. I am not any of those things. I was able to qualify for Zepbound or for GLP-1 medication with just my BMI alone, which is scary and sad. But it has been incredibly helpful. I was weary at the beginning. I'd heard such horror stories about the medication, and my doctor and I spent very long time talking about our options. Zepbound was a new medication that had just been FDA approved for weight loss, and that is what I'm currently taking. And I have had minimal side effects. I did bump up from the 2.5 milligrams to the 5 milligrams a couple of weeks ago and was having some pretty severe stomach pain. But I also was dealing with a refrigerator that was going bad. So I'm curious if that was because of food poisoning. I don't know. So I'm going to try one more time. I was off of the medication for almost 2 weeks, and then I took a 2.5 milligram because I had a leftover one from before surgery, and I have felt great. No side effects whatsoever. I have one 5 milligram shot left. I'm going to try it this week. If I feel yucky, I'm just gonna stick to the 2.5 and I'll just lose slower. Not a big deal, but I'm losing slowly to begin with. Or anyway, that's my goal, is just slow and steady. I started taking Zepbound in February. I struggled to get a hold of it. Let me rephrase. I got my prescription in February. I don't think I took my first shot until couple of days before March, and then I struggled to fill my prescription twice. So I have not been on it for very long, and not for like a substantial like stretch. But I'm down 23 pounds and I feel really great. And like I said, it just helps with food noise. If you don't know what food noise is, I'm so happy for you. Food noise is where you're constantly thinking about what to eat. You feel guilty when you do eat. You're thinking about your next meal. You're thinking about what you would rather be eating than what you are eating. You will rush through dinner just to get to dessert. Like, it's, you know, all of the above. And it just really, really helps with food noise. So that's where I'm at. So thank you to everybody who has said something. You've been very, very kind. I sincerely appreciate it. And like I said, I wasn't planning on giving this update, but here we are. So I think Danny just got home with our coffees. We're gonna go ahead and get to cleaning. It is late in the afternoon. It's like 1:30. It is a rainy, wet, muggy day. I'm hoping the sun comes out soon. We're gonna pop the lights on because it's so dark in here. But we're gonna go ahead and get to cleaning, and then I figure I'll just take you in to dinner and we'll make dinner together and we'll just have a day of it, right? And then we'll call it a day. So thank you guys for being here, and let's get into what you're really here for, not for all this chatter. Let's get to cleaning. Thanks for being here. I'm starting off today by sitting down with my planner, making a meal plan, going over it with Danny, and getting my groceries ordered. While I've got my planner out, I just wanted to point out that this week I was super good and I planned every day and stuck to my plan. We followed our food plan and I felt really, really organized, and definitely was good for my mental health. So got us all scheduled out for next week. I already put in like our big events and filled out our meal plan. So we're gonna have spaghetti when you're watching this tonight. We're gonna have family over. We're gonna have teriyaki chicken and fried rice. So it was children requested for some loaded quesadillas, homemade pizzas, maybe. If we don't do homemade pizzas, then we'll do like a clean out the fridge because we'll be gone for a weekend. And then Penang chicken was a Danny request. So that is what we have on next week. But this was my first full week back to planning and made a gigantic difference in my productivity, how much I spent on food. I ordered my groceries ahead of time. I stuck to our meal plan. We only ate what was on our meal plan. We didn't eat out a single time this week, which is really, really big. And just feels like we were, on top of our game. So if you don't have a planner, I highly recommend getting one. I have an entire video on how I plan. This is like my family planner. But it also, same exact thing goes for my YouTube planner. I planned everything out this week and it has been phenomenal. I told Danny I was going to put 100% into my business, and that is what I have done. And it has been very, very, very productive, including trying to be more present on Instagram. So if you're not following me over there, make sure you're following me on Instagram, Charlotte Grove Farmhouse. And it's been a lot of fun. So groceries are ordered, meal plan is made. I feel good about that and planned out what we have going on next week. So now we're gonna get into, I think we're gonna go scrub the bathroom. Let's just get it over with. I also wanted to point out that this is not sponsored by any means, but I've talked on this channel before about the fact that we are Walmart Plus members. That is how I order my groceries. They get delivered to my house, even though Walmart is literally 5 minutes down the road. It's 5 minutes down the road, but it is just so convenient for them to shop my order and just drop it off. It's one less thing that I have to do. But there is a feature that you can spend $10 extra and they will deliver your order in 2 hours or less. And never have I ever, it's a game, right? Never have I ever selected for 2 hours or less that they didn't immediately start shopping my order. I'm not kidding. I put in, and I don't know 3 minutes later, Danny, I got a text saying, Scott is shopping your order. It's wonderful. So in the next probably 35 to 45 minutes, it's 2:21 right now. Let's see how long it takes. But usually within the hour, the food is at my doorstep. So let's see what ends up happening. But it is seriously like such a convenience. So if you are not ordering your groceries, Instacart, like however you want to do it. I do you guys shop at Aldi? My neighbors shop at Aldi, and that is something I definitely want to try. And I know that I can get Aldi through Instacart because they're not close. They're close. It's like 20 minutes, which is not that big of a deal, but I don't like to have to go to the grocery store because that's time I could be doing something else, but I can Instacart it. So if you guys shop Aldi and there's things there that you guys love, let me know. I was over at Stacy's house a couple of weeks ago and she made us these delicious chicken skewers for lunch and like a really yummy salad. And she said she got them at Aldi. And so I would like to try those. But if you guys shop at Aldi, let me know your Aldi favorites down in the comments because I feel like I got to give it a try. Like I was late to the Thrive Market. I'm late to the Aldi. Like I got to get on the bandwagon. So let me know what you guys like to buy from there. Okay, I want to show you what I was talking about in the bathroom about needing to dust. So if you can see this, like all the dust that is on here. Like, look at that. So we need to dust all of this, but it's like on the walls too. Can you see that? It's not just like on the edging up here. It's like on everything. So we're gonna clean the whole bathroom because it really needs to be done. I'm going to start by taking the rug from here in the powder room as well as the towel and the rug from the laundry room. And I'm going to pop those into the washing machine to get those nice and clean since we got to work from the top all the way down. This bathroom was really dirty. back in January, I had purchased this container to hold my bleach wipes, and I thought it was a little bit ridiculous when I got it, but I just thought it was pretty and it made the space look a little more aesthetically pleasing. But I have to be honest with you, I love having this thing. I will say that it keeps my wipes way more moist than when I just keep them in the plastic containers. So I'm glad I got it. At first I was like, this is a little ridiculous, but I'm really glad that I have it now. I did find it on Amazon. I do have my Amazon storefront link down below, so if you're curious about anything. I'm also using those black polishing wipes I talked about in my last video, and I love those wipes. Like, they're the best. I'm not using them necessarily on everything in the bathroom since, let's be honest, it gets pretty gross in here, but I love those cleansing cloths so much, those polishing wipes. So we're going to go ahead and get all these dirty jobs done, the jobs I don't love to do but have to get done, and then we're going to wipe down all of the wall trim because phew, it was dirty. I will say as I'm cleaning this that I definitely don't get half of what I said at the start of this video done. Unfortunately, Danny did work in the bedroom while I was working everywhere else. He was cleaning out his side table. You know how those get. We put everything in there. So he was working on that, and he did wipe down our bathroom. So that was very helpful. But you know, we always have these big goals. You got to give yourself grace though. Do what you can. Don't beat yourself up for what doesn't get checked off your list. Happens to me all the time, but that's okay. There's always more to be done. So I just try to get done what I can, feel good about it, and still find balance between cleaning my home and spending quality time with my family, because nobody wants to look back and remember that all they did was clean all the time. So I'm trying so hard to be better about that. I have to remind myself of it often because I will beat myself up if I see a mess, and I just try really hard to give myself grace and try to remember what my kids are going to look back at and what I want them to remember. One thing I forgot to record here was mopping the floor. I did bust out my O-Cedar mop and I mopped the floor with the sanitizer that I used in my pantry. It's actually a laundry sanitizer by Lysol, and I just feel like that is best in the bathroom because I have 5 gentlemen that live here. So, you know, let's be honest, they probably miss sometimes. So making sure that I'm cleaning with an antibacterial is beneficial. One thing Danny and I have been trying to do is make sure that when we go to bed at night, this main living space is picked up. So our kitchen, living room, and dining room, we have been making every effort to make sure the dishes are done and put away, that our coffee is ready to go in the morning, that we've put the sofa back together, as in put the pillows back on and folded the blankets. It's just made a huge difference in waking up in the morning and feeling like you're walking out into a fresh and organized space. It's so good for our mental health. And again, as I've mentioned, we have had a really tough year and we're just trying to find our peace. And I feel like right now we are feeling that. I am feeling very, very peaceful. I read a book that was incredibly powerful to me. It's called 7 Lessons from Heaven, if you've never heard of it. It's by the author that also wrote the book To Heaven and Back. She had a near-death experience, and it has been such a powerful book. It was actually recommended to me by my cousin Jean. Jean, I know you're watching. Hello, I miss you. Can't wait for you to get back. But we had an unspeakable tragedy at my school this week in our community, and I'll be heading into work tomorrow to support my school staff as well as our community, and I feel better prepared after reading this book. So all of that is to say that Danny and I are trying really hard to just protect our peace of mind. And one of the ways that we can do that is by making our home feel like a peaceful and calm sanctuary. And it truly has been that for us this summer as we work through all of the hard things we've been faced with. It's just been such a wonderful place to call, a peaceful space and a healing place, a restorative place. And I'm very thankful for that. Danny and I just brought in all the groceries and I just took them all out of the packages and cleaned out the fridge. So let me just show you really quickly what I picked up. This is a super light load, but we are, like I said, going out of town. And so I only needed food for the next 6 days and I still have a ton of food. So we are not, in my pantry video, I got asked where are all your snacks? And I'm going to show you, but we are not eat all dayers. Danny and I just wanted a snack and we both, I can't believe it's 4:00. We just, we each just had a string cheese. So we're not big snackers, but I'll show you what we have anyway. So, cat food. I am a huge cranberry lime polar fan. These are my absolute favorite. And if you put a little splash of grenadine in here, it tastes like a lower calorie, Shirley Temple. So good. And then if you want to transition to a cocktail, put in a little bit of Malibu rum. So good. So good. Pears. I got ramen noodles because we're out. Paper plates, trail mix. These are one of the snacks that Danny and the kids love, these almond butter biscuits. I needed to replenish our sun-dried tomatoes because I just used those. I also got some pasta, both, how do you say this? Salendani and rotini. Chicken for our dinners this week. And the kids love the chicken tenders, popcorners, some sodas for Danny and the kids, lemonade, because it's summer and you have to have lemonade. This instant breakfast, I've talked about this before. All of my kids love this and it's good vitamins. And it is you can literally make that a meal replacement. Milk, can you see how humid it is? Look at everything is sweating. Croutons for salads. Brian's favorite blueberry muffins. I needed ketchup and I was behind, so I got two. One to replenish the fridge here in a minute and one for the pantry. Coffee creamer, orange juice for breakfasts. This is the grenadine I was talking about, a little splash in your polar. We needed chips. I got these this time, something different. What else do we have over here? I got the kids some apple juice. We haven't had that in a while. Some bread, some bagels. I've been loving a bagel sandwich in the morning. Dana will make me a breakfast sandwich with a little bit of bacon, a drippy egg, and a piece of cheese. And we split it. I eat half, he eats half. It's perfect. This Caesar salad. My mother-in-law one day used a Caesar salad kit and then just added a bunch of stuff to it. Olives, cucumber, tomato, red onion, and feta. It was so good. So now we do it all the time when we have family dinners. So string cheese that I just mentioned what Danny and I were eating. French fries. The kids love these for lunches. More bacon for breakfast sandwiches. Hot Pockets. These are Ryan's current obsession. And what do we got here? Diced peaches. I love to eat this with cottage cheese. Some cheese that I was supposed to take off the list because we have plenty, but it'll get used. And some corn dogs. And apparently, operator error, I only ordered a banana, which is really ridiculous. I'm sure the person shopping my order was like, really? And then I did get a couple of non-food items. I needed to replenish our softener and our laundry soap, laundry detergent. I also got one of these Dawn power washes, and this is what I use for washing dishes. I usually pick that one because we have like a cute little holder up there and I like it to be clear. We needed body wash, and my teenage sons needed deodorant. We needed a battery for a fan, and then look at this adorable thing. I saw this on Instagram. Somebody had this. They showed it as like a teacher back to school gift. And although I'm like 100% not ready for back to school, it says best teacher ever on the back. How cute. But I just thought this was so cute. It is a badge holder. And this is clear, so you can put your badge in there, which is phenomenal. It's so cute. And I have one that I wear. It doesn't look this adorable though, but I will change out the lanyard because I have a cute lanyard. But this is so stinking cute. So, and it was really cheap. It was less than $5. So this would make a great back to school teacher gift. Maybe I'll get one for Ryan's future teacher, but so cute. Ryan will be my only elementary school student this year. So that's everything. Let's go ahead and get all of this put away, and then we'll go flip over the laundry and try really hard to clean the washing machine. Now that the groceries are put away, we're going to come back here into my laundry room and we're going to work on refilling our laundry soap and cleaning out the washer. This has to get done regularly. It just gets built up and stinky. And if you have a front loader, you know exactly what I mean. So I found these containers on Amazon back in January maybe, and I love these. I am such a clear visual person, so being able to see, okay, we're almost out of laundry soap tells me I need to buy more. So having these is so nice for that, but they also have a really nice lid on the top. They're easy to pour. My kids can grab them. They love them, and it just makes your space again look tidy, but I just like that I can see through them and I know what I need to buy. I have smaller ones that have our laundry sanitizer, as well as I have one that has vinegar in it, and one that also has OxyClean. That one's upstairs right now because Danny was using it to clean the carpet, but it is just nice to be able to glance in there, know what I need to buy. I did just need to rinse off the lids. They had gotten a little gunky and I hadn't done that in a while. So these bigger ones also come with this tray, which is great, so that if there's any spilling, which sometimes there is from my kiddos, I can keep an eye on that as well. There are so many different ways that you can clean your front loader. I have seen so many. Mine comes with a tub clean option, so that's what we're going to do today. It really did not smell. I just wanted to keep it that way. I have been washing the pool towels like every other day, so I just want to keep it clean and fresh in here. But I'm just going to put about a cup of vinegar just straight into the drum, and then I'm going to turn it on to the tub clean. That's going to make the water really, really hot. It's going to run for a little over an hour, and it does a great job. And while that's running, I'm going to go ahead and try to clean out the soap section. My drawer, for some reason, did not come out, and I couldn't take those back pieces out, and I didn't want to break anything. So I just scrubbed it while it was in here. As you can see, it was really gross. But again, we have hard water. It just builds up. That's what happens. So I started off by thinking I could just clean it out with paper towels. That didn't work. So then I grabbed an old toothbrush that I use. It's not an old toothbrush. It's a new toothbrush. Nobody's ever used it except for cleaning. But I tried to scrub with that. That didn't seem to be getting the job done. And so I finally just had to go grab a magic eraser, and that really did do the job. As you can see, I just keep trying to take it out. It's not coming out, but the magic eraser did do the final job and get everything clean. And then I scrubbed that one that I could take out in the sink, and this was much better. It just felt so weird, like washing my clothes with this dirty section, although I knew it wasn't making a big difference. My clothes were fine, but it just needed to be clean. It was really gross. So I'm glad that that's done. And now the washing machine feels nice and fresh and smells really good. I need to do this with my vacuum. My vacuum gets gross and it feels weird to vacuum with a dirty vacuum. So maybe that'll be something I clean in a future video. Okay, whew, that was really dirty. So it's all clean now. Like I mentioned, I have hard water, so there's like lots of hard water buildup. So I had to use a magic eraser, but it's clean now. And I'm just running the clean cycle with some vinegar inside, and I accidentally left the towel from the bathroom in there, and it's got an hour. So we're just gonna have to let that go for a while. No big deal, but hopefully that'll get nice and clean. You got to do this regularly or else it gets stinky. So then I'll open it up and let it air dry. So that's done. I also just want to mention this view out of my laundry room laundry room window. So that right there, that pop-up, I had over my hydrangeas earlier today while we had a storm, and just wanted to make sure that they didn't fall to the ground. So I know you guys have been asking how the garden is doing. I'm gonna give you guys a garden tour later this week. So make sure you're subscribed if you wanna see how it's turning out. Okay, phew, it is 5:30. And of course, the one day that I mentioned how quickly my food order came, it actually came a little over an hour. I forgot to show you the time, but that's okay. But it's 5:30, the day has just flown by, and it is time to make dinner. So we're going old school today. We're going like back to when I was a kid, and we are doing taco salad, like old school taco salad, like Doritos and French dressing taco salad. I don't know, it sounded really good. And there's something about salads during the hot weather, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and ground up the beef, get that cooking, and we're just gonna, we're gonna do old school taco salad, and hopefully it's delicious. Hopefully my family eats it. If not, well, what are you gonna do, right? They can have a Hot Pocket. We have plenty of those. Summer dinners always feel a little bit off. We're always missing 1 or 2 or 3 people like tonight for dinner. Everybody has friends that they're out playing with, or they're working, or they're, just not home. So tonight we only had 4 of us, and so I'm going to go ahead and make our plates. We're going to sit down and enjoy dinner as a family. Okay, so this just finished. And of course, I'm gonna come in here and take out the towel, but it looks nice and clean. We're gonna go ahead and let that just air dry. Turn that off. We'll pop this towel in the dryer. Put that on speed dry since it probably won't register that there's even anything in it. Okay, here's what Griffin and I are gonna make now. Give me s'more, please. Looks like this. It is a no-bake s'more situation out of this cookbook that he got from my sister-in-law. So we're gonna make this right now. He's washing his hands, and then we're gonna make this. But we're gonna eat it tomorrow because it takes up to 24 hours to get solid. So. Okay, so it's not a picture. So Griff and I finished. This is our gimme s'more, please. We're gonna pop it in the freezer now. We're gonna put it in the freezer for overnight, and then we'll eat it for dinner tomorrow. So it'll be great. You did a good job. Yeah, out for dessert. Yeah. You are correct. So he did a pretty good job. Hopefully we can get it out. We didn't grease it or anything, so that should be interesting. But anyway, all right, my friends. Well, thank you guys so much for spending today with me. I hope that you found some motivation and got some things checked off of your to-do list. And we're gonna go hang out now and I gotta get off my feet because my feet are killing me. I'm gonna go clean up from this and we will see you guys in the next one. You say bye to the peeps?
Bye.
See ya.